How was your evening? It's Kokonakis, in case you're wondering. Forgive me for bringing up my jokes here on my phone. Trying new terrible material for you today instead of old terrible material. One thing, I do want to apologize for the acne on my face. My girlfriend thought it would be funny to put Carnation Instant Puberty into my breakfast. That joke would have killed in 1976. You guys suck. So I saw this guy recently, actually around the corner from here. A couple streets over, he's just sitting on the corner, and he's eating a can of cold SpaghettiOs, and he's drinking an Arizona iced tea. He's like 40 years old. So the thing is, like, if you're eating SpaghettiOs even hot at 40 years old, like, things did not go like how you planned, right? Now, if you're eating cold SpaghettiOs, life has gone impossibly bad. Because that means you don't have the means to heat them, you don't have any place that you could eat them, thus he's sitting on the corner outside in my neighborhood eating them. And I felt bad, honestly. I kind of wanted to go up and talk to the guy. Because I just was like, dude, the can of SpaghettiOs costs $1. The Arizona iced tea costs $1. There is a liquor store right here that sells beers for $1. What are you doing? You could be drunk right now. You know, I just want to help the people. I work at a sobriety charity. Don't tell them I told that joke. I'll get fired. Anybody have a cat? Cat owner? Yeah, one. You ever let your cat outside? So have you considered the fact that that makes you a serial killer, neighbor? You're essentially Harry Morgan, father of Dexter Morgan. You're just letting the beast out to roam around and kill. Anytime that you let your cat outside, she's essentially saying, go outside, have fun, and kill. Get some exercise and kill. I don't have an issue with it necessarily. I'm just letting you know like what the situation is as a cat owner. So there's a serious problem with cats murdering animals, and she's enabling it. So you guys might want to talk to her later. I think it's really cool when people ride their motorcycles through really heavy traffic because they're letting us know that they're perfectly fine with risking death, but they're not fine with risking being late. So the logic behind that thought process must be, you know what? I don't care if I get smashed up against this 18-wheeler, and my head is crushed, and my wife has to identify my mangled remains. I just don't want to be late. I'd fucking kill myself if I had to do that. That's bullshit. I'm not even late. Are you kidding me? Another thing I've noticed that's cool lately is that elementary schools are the same thing as prisons. They know what I'm talking about. If you'll drive by a school recently, you'll notice what I'm talking about. There's fences, there's guards, there's a sniper trying to shoot a fat kid who's trying to tunnel his way out. Schools are prison, man. And honestly, they kind of approach you in the same way if you think about it. They come up to you and they say, all right, we're going to take your kid for a term of 12 years. And if they're good, if they're really good, we might let them out 6 months early. You know, time off for good behavior. So, it's actually pretty consistent. Ooh, that one starts hot and goes bad, huh? So, I was in the Atlanta airport recently, and if you've never been to the airport in Atlanta, it's massive, it's huge, it's just thousands of people anytime you're walking through there. And I'm just sitting around, I'm just watching all these people passing by, and it's kind of amazing. And I just kind of stopped and thought to myself, someone in this room must have raped or killed someone. Now, I'm not endorsing the idea, I'm not okay with it, I'm just saying statistically that when you're in a room with thousands of people, somebody has done something heinously bad. So that thought struck me, and I was like, well, I'll just push that away. And so I got on my flight, and I went home, and I'm at LAX, and I'm collecting my baggage, and I'm standing there with thousands of people going by me, and again, I'm just like, man, someone in this room has probably raped or killed someone. And then I thought back to prom 2 weeks earlier, when I was standing in a customs line, again, like hundreds of people, unbelievable at this international airport. And I thought the same thought to myself, someone here has raped and killed someone. And then I realized that the only connection between those three places and those three thoughts was me. So that was a really unpleasant moment. I said to myself, you know what? I know me. This guy knows me. I'm no racist. I would never do anything like that. I know myself. I'm better than that. So, I killed the guy in the middle seat next to me. Because really it was the only sensible thing to do, in my opinion. One more thing. And this is completely true, which is why it's so terrible. I was on the bus recently, and I'm going to read this because I want to get the quote correct. I heard a black man say, speaking of Muslims, he said, "We should just line them all up and shoot them because that's what they do to us." And I was just like, wow. That is some next level third party racism shit right there. I have literally never seen one oppressed race call for the genocide of another oppressed race in front of what was essentially the oppressing race. It was the most horrifying but yet interesting thing I ever seen. I had to walk up to the guy and ask him if he wanted a black hood. And I'll just close on that. Thanks.
Yeah.
And up next is Keith Strader.